Hello, St. Joseph Angels. It is March the 1st, and that means it's time for a new virtue word of the month. Our word this month is the word unity. Now, unity might not be a word you're as familiar with as some of the other ones we have talked about, but unity means like oneness or togetherness. You might recognize in the hall when you see the word unity, or in your classrooms when you see the word unity on our posters, that we have a circle of people kind of all holding hands to show that they're all individual people, but that they're connected together. So that connectedness is what means unity. And last year we talked about oneness and connectedness, and we talked about it being at school, at home, and at church. So you can think about how you are unified with your family, your mom, dad, any brothers or sisters you might have, but maybe even people in your family who don't live in your home. Maybe you have some grandparents that you feel connected to or one with, even though they might live far away. And then we have our church family. We're connected to them because of our beliefs, our activities at church, coming to church and being with them. So that is unity. And then also at school, well, we are all St. Joseph school students or teachers, but smaller than that, we also have our classroom. So how you might be unified with your classmates. And thinking about your classmates, unified doesn't mean that you're all the same. In fact, you're all very unique and different. You look different from one another. You have different hobbies, you have different interests, you learn differently. Some of you are better at one thing and some of you are better at another thing, but all of that uniqueness and appreciation for that uniqueness in each other is what makes us unified. So when you can look at the kids in your classroom and appreciate all the things that they bring to the classroom, whatever that might be, that is having the virtue of unity. So one of the things that we talk about each month is a saint who maybe showed that virtue or promoted that virtue. So this month we're going to talk about St. John Paul II. I bet that picture is familiar to you. You know who he is. He was our pope in the church from 1978 to 2005. So it's an interesting fact. He was actually the second longest reigning pope in modern history. Another thing interesting about him is he is the first pope that was not from Italy since the 16th century. So a long time, all the popes were always from Italy. He was not. He was from Poland. And so that made him unique also. But the reason I chose him to talk about today is because he wrote several encyclicals, which is like a paper. He wrote several papers on Christian unity. He was really wanting all of the Christians in the world. Did you know that there are like 2.3 billion Christians? He wanted them to all come together because over the years and the centuries, our Christians have split apart into so many different churches and beliefs and understandings, and there have been misunderstandings. And he really wanted us to be united, to come back together as a Christian group. He also worked really hard to try to unify the Jewish people, the Muslim people, the Islam people with Christians, so that there would be less hate in the world over religious differences. And so I think that he's a great example of promoting unity for the month of March. And so what I'd like you to concentrate on this month would be, how can you promote unity in your classroom? Are the things that you are saying and doing helping each other to become close, to become one, to get together? Or the things that you are saying and doing to or with your classmates causing division, causing hard feelings, causing disconnect? So think about that when you're at recess, when you're at PE, when you're in the classroom. Are my actions promoting a sense of oneness or a sense of unity? Okay, thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of the day.